Hello. Welcome back to our beautiful episode. We have a fantastic guest today. Welcome, Mel
Thank
Cosella.
you.
Come on and welcome to Empress Nation. Embody Your Empress.
Yes,
I hope you're feeling very embodied,
I am.
very in your
This morning
empress.
I am. Oh, yes. I'll
Yes,
say yes.
there's a little doubt there.
I don't know. I don't
Fantastic.
know about this Empress bit of mine, but anyway, I'll go with it, Sarah. It's all
Go
good.
with it. Okay, we'll come back to that later then,
Yes,
hey? I should have my pen for my
you
notes.
should.
There it is.
You
Got it.
should. There you go. Now you're organised.
First time today, that's for sure.
Tech winning.
All right, Mel, take it away. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so I was brought up in Sydney my whole entire life. Up until about 30, decided to make a change. We're like, you know what? We don't want to be here anymore. No offense to Sydney people at all. I mean, each to their own. But we're getting out. We don't want to be here anymore. We literally packed up our life. We didn't have much of it. It fit in the van.
Is this pre-kids?
Pre-kids,
Okay,
guys. This is
excellent.
fun
Much
times.
easier. Yeah.
Pre-kids, just me, hubby at the time then. We had literally gotten married 3 or 4 days prior and we're like, what are we doing with our life? We're like, let's just pack up shop. We got our little van and off we went with all of our belongings and just travelled up to good old Queensland, landed in Redcliffe, and here we are, guys.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. So yeah, that was what was it, 12 years ago now, I think? Yeah, would have been about 11, 12 years ago this year. So
Wow.
yeah, fun times. Never look back.
No.
Never want to go back. And when I do it, I'm like, wow, this place is amazing.
Wow. Lifestyle is everything,
Lifestyle,
though,
isn't
right?
it? Yep.
Absolutely.
Especially up here.
Yeah.
There's just more of that nice work family balance.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Sydney's just like a rat race, constantly. You're just constantly chasing your tail. And all my friends and family that are still back there, I just look at them just like, I mean, we look drained. I get it. But we're different drained. We're kind of really,
Drained with a tan.
yeah, drained with a tan. But relaxed, even drained, relaxed. Like we're on holidays, but really relaxed. Relaxed, drained. I don't know if there's a word for that. Yeah. Whereas they kind of look drained, exhausted, needing a holiday without the tan.
Wow.
I mean,
I got
you know,
it. Yeah, I
if
got
you're
it.
born with one,
Yeah.
good luck to you. But as far as it gets.
Well, because you have 3 children
Yes.
and you have a family business.
Yes. That's a lot.
So, yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heaps. And that didn't happen until I was 30. So I had my firstborn at 30. So he's 10 now. And then we had the secondborn 2 years later. So, and there was a few complications where I've lost a baby in between that. And so that was hard. And, you know, you're kind of navigating through it all. And that's another episode, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I've
been there
there,
as well.
yeah.
And it's not talked about enough.
No, it's such a taboo topic, isn't it? It's like a shame, not shameful, but kind of like, I just feel like people don't express enough about it on their feelings, and that although it's, I don't know, it's just like, it's not a baby, but to me it is a baby. That makes sense?
Oh,
Yeah. It's like, it's like, oh,
100%.
it's not fully developed, so it's
Yeah.
okay. It's like, it's not actually,
It's not.
because I've still gone through the motions of it being 12 weeks and
Yeah.
all, you know, just grown that little bit of attachment to it. So
A little bit. I was fully attached. I was future
Yes.
tripping. I had already mapped out the next 20 years
Yeah.
of my life with this little soul.
yeah,
And when it happened to me, I was devastated.
yeah, I
When-
was, yeah. And then the hospital was ridiculous. I mean, another episode again, guys, but they put you in the maternity ward because I had to go in and get a D&C, so it wasn't like just done at home.
Okay.
So I had to go in and they sort of scrape it all out, and
Yeah.
because obviously it was a miscarriage because I was still showing up as pregnant, but then
Same.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still morning sickness.
Still
for me.
morning sickness,
Literally the morning
all of
going
it.
in.
That yep. And so I had to go in and get that all done, and there is no warden. Even the midwife that was helping me, she's like, so sorry, this is ridiculous. We have to put you in with everyone that's just had newborns, and you think to yourself, how does this make sense? I'm
Mm,
grieving, and then
mm,
I'm looking down the hallway and seeing, all these other mums that have just given
mm,
birth. And I mean, I was lucky enough to have my firstborn, but you still
mm, mm-hmm.
feel crummy,
It is.
like it's just emotions and all of that. And
It is grief. Like you just said it so perfectly.
yeah,
Losing a little baby, no matter what point of development, it
yeah,
is a grief. It
isn't
is a
it?
loss.
Yeah,
And I think that's why society
yeah,
in general finds it so difficult to talk about or even hear about because it makes them so uncomfortable.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It,
they
it,
just want to close the door
they want
on
to
that,
close the door.
and you deal with that, and it's okay. You'll get pregnant again, and
Yeah.
it's like that's not the point of it.
That's not the point. Like that was the connection that you had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just to get over, it's like a get over it sort of thing, or let's not talk about it, or let's move past it. So I
Yes.
don't.
Good.
So that's just in my head. I've still had that baby.
Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's why I have my tattoo
Yeah.
with Sparkle is the name that I gave this
Oh,
little soul, and
oh,
I have a little star to represent her
love
and my
it.
other children.
Oh,
And so when people always ask me about it, I am very happy to share because I had a
yeah.
very similar situation, a miscarriage that was picked up late at around the 12-week mark.
Same.
I thought everything was fantastic because I was still throwing up on the
Same.
morning going into the hospital.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was a little bit different, didn't go to the maternity world,
Yeah.
but I had just general people in day surgery, and someone had been down to the gift shop below and just bought some baby booties for their new grandchild and was pulling them out and showing them as we're waiting. And I had to sit there for 6 hours waiting for my
Oh,
turn, and I was hysterical.
yeah.
They didn't know what to do with me
No.
because I was so caught in that grief and the in between
Yeah.
and not knowing how to process it. And I was just being rushed through
Oh,
everything. And one of the most confronting things I found was where we live, it's mandatory for a woman of a certain age to have a pregnancy test before going under anesthetic. So they
wow.
made me actually do a pregnancy test.
That is insane.
How
Like,
horrific
is that?
is that? Like the trauma
That
that
is
added.
crazy. And like
Oh,
mine was, I get there, I'm, I'm bleeding heavily. I knew it wasn't right. They just looked at me and gone, oh, well, sit out in the waiting room.
the waiting
It made
room.
me sit for 7 hours, and
Yeah,
I had no idea what I'm doing. No, I'm in pain. Like, it's
yeah,
painful.
it is painful.
So then I've called up another GP. They finally got me in, had to go there. Then she's done an ultrasound, confirmed for me that it was not there. And that poor lady, I was the last person that she's seen. And
Mm.
I'm sitting there apologizing for ruining her day.
Oh.
And I just think I was just going through
Mm-hmm.
10 million things myself, like
Mm-hmm.
that you shouldn't have to be telling me this. I've tried to go to the hospital, do the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's just a whole nother world.
It's
And
that
then,
people pleaser in us though. Like I don't want someone else to be feeling bad because
yes,
they're having to give me the most
yes,
horrific news.
yeah. And I think I'm that
I'm
person that
trying to ease it.
uplifts everyone all the
Mm,
time. So to do that to somebody else was
mm,
like, this is not my nature to like make you
yeah,
feel sad,
yeah.
So then I had to go back there and have this op done within a day, like the next
Mm,
day. So I'm thinking this all could have been done
mm-hmm,
had someone actually looked at me like a normal human being and not just a piece of cattle coming
mm,
in. And
mm.
that's, you know,
And my personal opinion is that that's how women get looked at a lot in
isn't
all
it?
areas of life, right?
Oh,
We are just shoved through. We're put in boxes
yeah,
in the medical system,
all of it.
work,
Work,
career-wise,
career,
anything on the motherhood journey.
yeah,
You're just funneled
it's
into the system.
you're just a mum.
Yeah.
But it's not. How many hats do we wear every day to make everything happen?
Yes.
Whether it be you're married, you're a single mum, you're a de facto like whatever it is,
Mm.
you are still always trying to, I don't know, you're kind of helping everyone. You're that person that holds everything together, and kind of without you, it all crumbles. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it be the organisation, the getting them to their school, sports, dances, whatever that they have to
Mm-hmm.
do. They're tutoring if they require it. Like, who's the first email? I know that the emails are always addressed to both parents.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the one from school or whatever it is to take that on board and actually do something about it.
Mm.
Whether like your son XYZ, your daughter needs XYZ,
Mm-hmm.
this homework wasn't done. They need to be here and there, and you are literally the person that is organizing all of that, and it just happens. And the other party is just like, ah,
Just got the magic wand out.
yeah,
Of
it's okay.
course.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's just automatically your job.
Yeah.
You're supposed to drop everything and just do it. Isn't like it's just what it is. Anyway.
I love that twice already you've said just a mum. And when we talked about coming on this episode, Mel was like, but I'm just a mum. And
Yeah.
I'm like, but you're not, because you are a mum
Yep.
and you also run your family business. Without it, it would all fall apart. No one would get paid.
That's about it. I think
Well, that's everything.
I'm like, I organise the treats, guys. I'm the treat lady.
She walks up with the toilet key.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm here, guys. I'm just hanging about. But yeah.
And you're also the woman that people rely on and people turn to, and you hold your community together.
I try. I feel like I really try.
It seems to happen so naturally for you. How do you do that?
I don't know. I just sort of get up in the morning and it's unorganized chaos. I love these people. They're like, you're so organized. Like, even if it's someone's birthday and I'm like the one that, will be like, okay, right, this is what we're doing. This is what we're getting. This is what we're chipping in, da, 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 da. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're amazing. You just have it all organized. And I'm like, I really don't. That's like the easy part. That's easy. It's work is hard because I think I'm in an industry that I don't know enough about. It's not my expertise. Although I know about it and I know what I'm doing in it, it's something that hubby's really passionate about, and I've just kind of fallen into that work of admin and reception and some of the book stuff, and I've just taken that on board and like, let me just do it. It's like, it's not top notch, it's all self-taught. So I do get the, why did you do that? I'm like, I don't know, it kind of made sense in my brain at the time. So is it my passion? I love it because it's ours, and I love that I'm there to help with our life and with our sort of future goals and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But obviously in the back of my head, I've always been so lost as to what I actually want to do for me. Mm-hmm. And isn't that always a back burner for yourself, like as a woman?
Until you choose otherwise.
Yeah.
Until you choose to go,
yes.
I'm going to focus on my passion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I feel like it's too late too, if that makes sense. I know. Isn't that bad? I'm like, oh, it's too late. Like, I'm too old.
Have you listened to any of my podcasts?
In my spare 5 minutes, I started like, this is awesome. And then I'm like, I'll get back to this today.
Okay, side note, back to that.
Yeah, I'm going back. Tell me which episode.
We'll do some work.
1, 2.
Because this is what I am passionate about. Like, it's never too late. You can change your mind at any time. You can reinvent yourself at any time. And following your passion is what creates those ripple effects out there in the community, in the world. And like, even like your kids are going to look at you and be like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, so it's never too late.
I know. It's just hard. And I do love what I do, I have to say. But it's more so that I've fallen into that. Like, we needed the help. We needed someone there. And in my head, I finally had that time to be able to do it. Like, my kids were at an age where, they're a bit more self-sufficient at school. And, my youngest was in kindy at the time, and he needed the help, and I just was there like, let's see how it goes. And it's been 2 or 3 years in. I mean, we've owned the business for so much longer than that, but it's been going for 10 plus years, 12 plus years. But me having like us having an actual office instead of just doing mobile, which we still do both, but it was nice just to have like a headquarters to that. We can hire more guys to come in and work, and it just made sense for me to be there, and I had the time to do it. But then that was a whole other scenario, like trying to make it work. Like, trying to figure out what time I had to drop. Like I know what time I have to drop off,
Yeah.
but like how much time I have between there and getting to work.
It's that mental
And
load.
it is so much. Like I can fake it till I make it, guys. Like, but I am cracking some days, and you'll see me at the pickup. I'm like, hey, oh yeah, how you going? Everything's fantastic, and I'm inside. Oh my God. Someone sent me wine. I've had a day. And then the kids are cranky when you pick up, like depending, but they're like, they're mentally drained. So you're their comfort, right? So then you're changing hats. So you take the work hat off and you put your mum hat on and you become their safe zone and like talk to me about it. Sometimes there's no talking about it. It's just me getting frustrated. And that's like my bad side, I think, like the juggling and how I do it. It's not always perfect, but
we don't need to judge ourselves though.
I
Like,
know.
when our capacity is reached,
It's reached. It's done. It's you really have to, like my thing is I think you really have to try and make time for you. Like
Absolutely, like literally took the words out of my mouth. Like if you don't have that capacity within you,
no.
and you know, like you've already had a day that it's building, and the kids are probably going to be, you're just going to reach
They're
that
just
limit
wound
so quickly.
up. Yeah.
So if you can find even those micro moments to connect with yourself,
Anything
to help, build yourself out, calm, reset the nervous system.
Just putting on some 90s tunes in the
Oh
car,
my
guys.
gosh,
This is a quick
absolutely.
fix for me. It's like just from school, from work to school. I'm like, play a bit of Salt and Pepper in the car, and you're like, that, Mum. And you're like, okay, cool,
Windows
guys.
down, windows
go
up.
up, yeah.
Volume goes down.
Go into the school car park, guys. No judging. I really am not gangster, but it's
so
nice to bring back my 18-year-old self to those. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
Like, oh my God, this is such a cool,
Doesn't it just raise your energy?
It did.
It raises your energy.
It does.
And it like shakes everything out.
It does. And you kind of feel a bit better. You're like, okay, cool. I've gotten that little bit of, it's just the little things. But then I've also noticed, like, I have to take some time out for myself. And I have to say that to hubby too. Like, I need I need a day, I need a weekend, even if it's a few hours, whether you're going to get a remedial massage, I don't know, go to City Cave or I don't know, treat yourself to like a spa day or just to go for, like just anything for you that's, and I know people can't afford that or either. So that's being unrealistic. Like just go for a massage or just go for this. No, that costs money. And if that doesn't fit in your budget, then you're not doing that. But even if it's just to go, you know what, I'm going to go for a walk on the beach. I'm going to take my headset. I don't know, I feel like water calms me too. That's like my way of anything negative goes out the window and I just feel happier. I don't know. Vibration's a bit better.
Yeah.
When I come back and then I'm just more calm. I'm like, okay, wasn't stressing about,
all of the
things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
As a mum.
Even like what is it luxury just having a coffee in a coffee shop on your own is. It's amazing, right?
And having it warm.
Oh yeah.
Like
girl, stop it. Set the bar high.
A warm coffee? I never thought it could happen. A warm dinner? Like anything warm. Warm anything, guys.
Things you take for granted before children.
Oh, this is like post-children was a thing. After, it's like, wow. I didn't think I'd be this hot mess, but I am. Anyway.
And embrace it. Right?
I am. I am. You see me.
All right, Mel, I want to know, over the last 10 years, what has been the most important self-learning that you've had?
I think it's about exactly what we were just talking about, just kind of finding that little bit of time for me. I think I really, really struggled with that because prior to kids, you have all this time in the world. We'd moved up here. We're like, oh, great, it's Queensland, we're going to get dressed up. There's no time frame on even how long your makeup or hair takes to do. You know what I mean? You're like dressed to the nines, you're heading out. You can do a Sunday sesh. You can do any sesh you really wanted to. It didn't matter what time you came home. And you'd get up, you'd go to work the next day. You might feel a bit seedy, but there was no, it's kind of no expectation, like besides your own, I suppose. Like you've done, you've wanted to go out, so therefore you were going to suffer the consequences. Whereas now, you try to do that. My gosh. It's like I need to get home. I'm not going to pull through for the whole week. Like it is going to hit me hard. Kids need to be at sports. Kids need to be at school. Kids need to,
Jump
and
on top
you,
of you.
on top of you, wake you up all night. It's still happening, guys. Like I've got a 5, almost 6-year-old, and still wants a bottle. I'm not judging anybody. They're like, yeah, like it's you're just anyone. Whatever at this point. So I did find that after kids, I really needed to make that time for me. Mm-hmm. So I think that was the biggest learning, is to take some time out for me, because I can't be the best version of me without going, okay, I'm actually tapped out now. Mum needs a reset, and she's done. And it's from all the things. It's not just work, and it's not just kids. It's like, it can be personal stuff. It could be, dad's sick, mum's sick, and I can't be there because they're in Sydney. And yeah, sure, I could, but it's only a short stint. I have to be back here with my family too, that also need me, and they're still quite young. Like I said, they're 10, 8 and 5. So like they need me as well. And then the business needs me, and everyone needs me. And I'm just at this point drained, because I'm so used to being there for everyone and like cracking the joke and like, that's just me. But it's like, and I know everyone's there for me in return. But yeah, it's just sort of just making sure that I have that time out for myself. And just, whether it be you just go to the gym, like I said, go for a walk, have that hot coffee, buy yourself, take a book, whatever. Have a day off, because your head really needs it. I feel like I can't be who I am without actually doing those things.
I think that's a really beautiful, valid point that you bring up. But, it's not the compartments of our life. It's not the kids. It's not the work. It's not this. It's when everything is happening at once, and maybe one area is slightly elevated and it's beyond our control. Like that is when it can like set us over that cliff.
100%.
And if we don't have that self-care practice already like embedded in us, going, okay, I know where I'm up to. I know where my limits are. I know I need to go and do something for myself now. That's when it like really like times 10 the effect it's going to have, or times 100%. 10 in a good way, like, because you can go, actually this is coming up to my limit, and you can get to the self-care before you really need it, before you've hit that turning point.
I feel like sometimes I've hit that turning point and it's not been nice for me. So I think it's more so I shut everyone out, including hubby, and I don't want to be like that. So you kind of feel like you're kind of just like on your hands and knees and just pushing through every day, and you're like, wow, I'm going to make it to the end. Like, I know I will, but I need to not get to that point, because I think it's really important that you just take that day off. And I know it's easier to say than do, because I've been in those where it's like, how do I do that? Like, your brain is a million miles an hour, and you're trying to juggle all of the things, and it's so hard to switch off from it. But you just have to just go, okay, tomorrow I'm not doing that. Or you have a half a day, or, even if it's just to do your yoga class or something, just go and do it, because you just feel better, because it's for you. It's not, you're not doing it for the kids, and you're not doing it for work, and you're not doing it for hubby, and you're not doing it for, you just need that 1 hour for yourself. Run on a treadmill. I don't care what you do, honestly. I mean, I hate it, but like, like, it's just do it, because it's, I will take, at one point I was just like, okay guys, going to the gym, see you later. I would do it just so I could get out of the house, because I knew it's like, see you, toodaloo, it was just my time. And I'm like, I would rather be walking on a treadmill and doing all of these than, and it gives me my 1 hour or half an hour of no kids. And I can listen to my tunes again, and or a podcast or whatever you do, and just chat, and just have a bit of time for me.
It sounds like that you've got so much support around you, but like when you get in that tunnel vision in your mind that you're just not thinking about
No.
calling on it for support. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't, and it's so, and so recent thing was my dad's gotten really sick, and he still is, and we're navigating through the scenario. It's a bit complicated, but I remember reaching out, and I remember we wanted to do this, and I've just gone, I really can't because XYZ is happening, and it's so funny. It's not that I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me or feel like they needed to help me, if that makes sense. Even though I know that you would, but it's like putting someone out to help me.
Is it because they've been put out where you just don't want to involve someone?
No, I think it was more so that I didn't want to put out anyone. Like they have to come and help me.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
I
And
think
I would help
it is
anybody.
common for a lot of us women who, because it's that masculine side of us, we're like, we have to be the doers. Like you said, first on the email, we've got to action everything. We're so used to having to rely on ourselves, even in a partnership, that when it comes to going, I really need help, like we have to put ourselves in a really vulnerable state and almost like, what if they don't want to help me? Like it's almost opening up to rejection.
Yeah.
As well as that people pleaser, like I don't want to put anyone out and put a burden on them.
That's what mine is. Is I'm adding my burden and my issues to someone else that's probably already got 50 million things happening in their own life.
And yet, as women, we have so much space for each other.
Yeah.
And that if you see a friend, the first thing you do is drop everything to help them.
What can I do to bring you for dinner? Like my love language is feeding you. I've just done it this morning.
Yummy.
I'm just like brought in the snack. I'm like, Sarah, I've come with food. Like it's just that's just my.
I love your Middle Eastern side.
Yeah, no. Don't get out the drums, guys. We want the drums. You want the camels, whatever you need. I'm here.
The R&B tunes and the drums.
And the drums, why not? We can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Yeah.
But it's literally that. And so I think you reached out, and like everyone had reached out, and it was so nice. Like if it wasn't just a text message, I was getting a call, I was getting a voicemail. What can we do? How can we help your hubby? We're going to be at school pickup. We can do this. We can do that. Just to give me the 3 days that I had to go see dad where he was, and just to have that peace of mind that regardless, I have people. Like I know I have my mother-in-law always. I get on. I know a lot of people don't, but she's like my best friend. Love her to death. And she's like, no, I can do it. But she's even worse than me. So even to say, everyone's there to help you as well. Like you don't have to do all the things. Everyone's there. Like
there's a
Sarah,
mirror for
there
you,
is
honey.
literally
like,
there's
a mirror for
right?
You, like looking at each
other.
Know,
right? It was so bad. And she's like, no, I can do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it drives me crazy. But then I can
like,
see
same.
Ditto, girl. I get it. So yeah, no, it was hard, but it was nice that everyone like reached out and wanted to help, and like some of the things that you had said that were so kind, and I'm like going, oh, I didn't see myself like that. Like this is all the nice things about you.
You didn't see yourself like that?
No.
Okay. And which is like when I asked about your Empress energy, and you're like, I just don't see that.
Yes. I'm like, I don't know. Like think about it. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, honey, I'm going to task you with some homework.
I know, please do.
You'll take the crowns home.
I'll take the crowns. I'll end up putting them on my kids. I feel like they sort of tell me what to do. I'm just a slave, guys.
No, take your power back.
I'm the peasant, guys. I'm sorry.
No, babe. You are the feminine in the household. Like everyone, you are the tower, the structure. Everyone comes to you.
Structure is crumbling. It's the Colosseum, guys. It's ancient. It's in ruins. But it's here. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Whatever
people want to come and see it.
You need to put in some restoration.
That's it. Oh
Well, it's beautiful
gosh.
to know that you have the support there if you
Yeah.
choose to bring it
Yes.
in, because I know a lot of people choose not to. And yeah, we live our lives on your own, but as long as you
No.
know that you have that support network around.
Yeah.
Now, I would love to know, do you have any advice for a woman out there that's holding herself back in any way?
So I'm holding myself back. So that's kind of the pot calling the kettle black in a way, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. So,
yeah.
but I think, like you were saying, just go for it. Like, do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 40 and I'm not saying that I can't do it. I just feel as though that we're always putting something first, whether it be, and it's mainly your kids, isn't it? Like, if anything is to hold you back, it's always, oh, but I can't because my, like, all the things that come with children, or they've got so much of this, and you're just trying to navigate how to put yourself first. Does that make sense? And
And
your
how
career
would it
first?
feel if you did put yourself first?
I think I would struggle at the beginning. I'd feel like this was a lot, but I'd probably be happy. You
So it
know,
would feel a little bit uncomfortable
yeah,
because it's new.
it's new. And I think that's my, oh, Sarah, there's a whole other kettle of fish. Like, this confidence is great. Like, you all seem like, oh, she's so loud, and I know 10,000 people at school and talk to everyone. But I'm like, I was literally saying this to another friend of mine, and I just said to her, this is all great. I said, I was the shyest person as a kid. Like, you couldn't, like, someone want to borrow a pencil and I'd sit there and go, okay. Like, not even look at you.
Mm-hmm.
But then getting jobs when I was older, I'm like, I knew I could get that job. Like, I was really confident. Like, yeah, get that job. No worries. Like, come in for an interview, sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my anxiety. And I don't think I've kind of realized that I probably have it. It's not like it's something that but I know in certain situations it kind of comes up and I'm like, okay, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So now looking back at that, I would go to those job interviews and I wouldn't even make it through the front door of that building, even though I knew I could get that job because all of that would eat me up. And
Okay.
I'd just turn around and walk out and this place would be calling me and I
Mm-hmm.
would be dying for that job.
Yeah.
And I just thought that that job was so much better than I was or like worthy of.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'd just walk away from it. Isn't that weird? But then I'd go for the mediocre job that I didn't really want because I'm like, no, I know that I know this.
That's what you think you're worthy of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if you did walk through that door, like right now? Like, what if you could see a door
Yeah.
with all of the things that
All of
your
the
heart
things.
desires, and you could just walk right through it? How
Oh
would
my
life look?
gosh. Oh my God. Amazing, guys. I would be stoked. I mean, I'm stoked now. I feel like I'm at a place in life where it's comfortable, but it's hard because I'm trying to juggle everything. So at the moment, like my glass is full and if not overflowing. But I think just go for what you want to do. Like at this present time, I know there's other things that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about implementing them in time. And I think what's going to work for me without making me feel like I'm overburnt,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm burnt out. And I know we were talking about being exhausted and being burnt out, but there's another point of taking too much onto,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to set that standard of failing because of
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
So you
It's
need to know
almost a
how much,
self-sabotage.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
I know my plate's getting full and I just keep adding
adding
on,
to it.
and I know I'm not going to get through.
No.
Yeah.
So it's just finding that nice happy balance, but don't think that you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And just give it a go. Like if you've got something that you really want to do, like what's the worst that's going to happen?
Walk through the door.
Walk through the door.
Walk through the door.
I should have.
Fantastic.
I know, because I kind of think of what
And you
if.
can next. Like when that next door pops up,
Yeah.
like you will think of it so differently.
It will. I
because you
will.
had that experience.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I've spoken about it out loud. And gone, actually, this is
Acknowledgement.
what it is.
Acknowledgement is
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. What does it mean? Last question. What does it mean for you to be an empowered woman?
You asked me this, and I'm like, I don't know what it means. I don't know. I know. I just, that's a hard one for me because I don't see myself as that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it feels good. Like knowing that people can, I suppose, rely on me and I can rely on them back and just having that empowerment of other women, I suppose, around me.
Like the
Like a
sisterhood.
sisterhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I love the sisterhood bit.
Yeah.
This just, it opens up many doors. And then, I don't know, you find out so much more about other people and you get a little bit more in depth. And I think I love that. So that's empowering to me to know little bits, and not to get personal, but
Yeah.
I love just to know, like, how did you get there? What's,
Yeah.
and it probably comes across as me being a bit nosy, but I'm not. I'm like actually fascinated with people's, like, what you do and how that looks so cool or whatever it is. So I find that empowering in itself.
Yeah, the curiosity.
Curiosity
and
of
building
everything.
that connection with someone.
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause
That's my
a lot of people
empowerment.
just like don't bother to ask a question about somebody else. So
Yeah.
it's so beautiful when someone's taking an interest in me.
Yeah.
They want to know
Like
more about
everyone
me.
that I know, I feel like I know them, like, in, like, not in depth, because I know there's certain things that you obviously hold close unless you feel very comfortable with them. But the circle that I have, or even if I just see you in passing, whether it be the school, I'll always take the time and want to know about you. And I just think that to me is, I'm taking, like you said, the sisterhood away, like, with me. Like, to me, if I've asked you, it's because you are now like a friend. Like, it could be 5 seconds, you're in the sisterhood, guys. Like, you're in.
Love that.
I just want to know about it. So I think that that's empowering on my end. I know it's not empowering personally to me, but it's empowering that I have a sisterhood behind me that's encouraging me towards, like, my goal.
Yeah, I would see
And
that
their
as
goals.
empowering.
Don't you think?
Yeah, like absolutely. Like
my goals are never like just mine, Sarah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's,
I love the community embrace.
yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's my empowerment.
I love
that.
that.
Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone's in my empowering. Like, like you're part of that, everyone's a part of that.
Yes.
Like, let's empower each other.
So
Like, I see, like, hey, how's things going? Not good? Great. I'll send you a voice message later. It'll go for 10 hours and we'll have a laugh.
We have a lot of laughs when we do that. And you have a beautiful ability when you do that and connect with these women. Like, you are changing their vibration. You are lifting them up. Even if it is a 2-minute chit chat.
Yeah.
That someone from the outside might just go, they're just having a chat.
Yeah.
But you are literally making such a difference to that person.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
And even if it's just, having a laugh, because maybe that day you're having a bad day. And, sometimes we just don't say that we're having a bad day. But just to have, oh my gosh, I just needed that laugh. And I've gotten that a few times, probably over the last couple of weeks more so. And I think it's just like getting into the 5th week of school that everyone's like, I really needed that, because it's so super draining and everything's hard, and it's getting back into that routine of drop off, pick up, school things, whatever else. So it's nice.
It is nice.
So yeah, thanks guys. This is amazing. Yep.
Wow, thank you for joining us,
Thank
Mel.
you for having me. This has been fun.
One more last question.
Sure.
Are you still just a mum?
I'm still just a mum, but no, maybe not. Maybe I'm not just a mum. I'm the cool mum. No. No, I wear many hats. So I'm not just a mum. I'm probably just a mum to my kids, but I'm many things to everyone. And I'm happy with that, because I just bring a big community together, Sarah. Like, that's just my thing. I love that. It's probably my Mediterranean side. Like, big gathering of food, big warm hug from everyone, and very loud and want to know your life, but not knowing your life to put you on blast. But no, I'm not. I'm not just a mum. I'm not just a mum. I'm a queen, guys.
An empress babe.
That's it.
Well, thanks for joining us, Mel.
It's fun. Thanks so much.